Hasegawa's Boeing 737 Hawaii Edition. Coming up next on Monster Hobbies, What's in the Box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in this box?
What's in the box?
Aloha everybody! Today we're going to be looking at a very cool little plane. This is the Boeing 737 from Hasegawa, the Hawaiian Edition. And this model is special to me because one day I want to go to Hawaii with my family, which would be great. Great, great, great. And if you want to see that dream come true, please visit our Patreon page and become a member, which would be really awesome. And I will thank you from Hawaii. But anyway, in the meantime, you can do something for this YouTube channel. You can like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share with all your friends and family. And don't forget to click that notification bell so every time I make another one of these great videos, you're the first person to see it. And now without further ado, let us fly down to our tabletop where we will be able to see what's in the box. Aloha Airline fans, here we are with Hasegawa's Boeing 737 in 1/200th scale. Last week we looked at the Boeing 767-300 by Revell in 1/144th scale, and as you can tell, this box is much smaller than the other box. It's got a nicer design on here. Now of course Hasegawa is Japanese, so there you go, and it's got these luau girls there dancing away on the box. This is LA6, and of course stuff written in Japanese that I can't read. So without further ado, let's pull the top off this box and take a look at our nice little escape plane to Hawaii. First thing we're going to look at are these wonderful instructions by Hasegawa for our Boeing 737. I'm just going to flip these down. Now this is all in Japanese, so it would be very good for us to find the English. So here on this side is the English write-up of the plane itself, as well as Aloha Airlines, which was founded in 1946 by the Trans-Pacific Airlines. This model is from 1980, so again, quite an oldie, but a goodie. And here it shows some of the ways to glue your plane together, which a Revell kit from last week didn't have. Then it's got this little button you glue in here, which is for the stand. But here they give you a little bit of ballast for the front of the plane so that it will not tip to the back. And then there's our jet engines here. These are more tube style as opposed to the open ones on the 767 from last week. And of course, like the other 767, the only glass piece is the windshield, the rest is open holes. So you can paint your whole jet and not worry about getting paint in here. Just keep this out until the last. And then this has your wheels down. I don't think there is a wheels up version of this, but then it's a smaller model, so you get what you can. Then here it shows you how these water slide decals work. You cut them out, you soak them in water, you wait for them to curl up, then you bring them out on a towel and slide them off and apply them by blotting the water out with a cotton cloth. I use toilet paper. And then how to line it up to make sure your stripe is straight and not dipping down. And then it's got all the nice little flowers from Aloha Airlines, and of course how to paint and where your decals go, as well as there is a decal for on the display stand. It's very, very cool. Now let's actually open up the lid of this and see what the plastic looks like. Hey model aircraft fans, are you looking for great reference material like this book on the Newport? Well, check out all our book selection at www.monster-hobbies.ca. One thing that is included from Hasegawa that is really cool is this extra piece of paper. Now what's written on here is how to apply the decals, and this is both in English and Japanese. When you turn it over, It shows you applying decals to tires, and then how to clean and prep resin parts, if there are any resin parts, gluing them together. Then here, how to prepare etched metal parts and preparing soft metal parts. It also shows you how to use your airbrush and those sort of things on your model. So that's a pretty cool little information sheet, something to keep for sure. Now we'll look at these great decals. These are very nice, as you can tell. The color is quite crisp on them. It's got all those little flowers on there. If you know the official name of the flower of Hawaii, please write it in the description down below. There's the decals that go onto the stand, which is really nice. And it's interesting, they got that safety door there and there. Bright orange on the safety door. Yeah, it should be very cool to see. Hey everybody, I hope you're enjoying this video, and if you'd like to see what models are available at Monster Hobbies, like this Soviet Su-27 flanker, then come on down and check us out at www.monster-hobbies.ca in our aircraft section. So the model kit is broken into 4 color sprue components. The first one is white, which is the fuselage for the aircraft. And as you can tell, this is quite smaller compared to last week's Boeing 767. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link in the description. But yeah, it is quite a smaller plane. This is 1/200th scale. And again, nice crisp molding. They have this nice big channel in here for the front nose ballast, which is unfortunate that Revell didn't do it this way. It looks like a good way to do it. And again, you've got half of the tail rudder here and the full rudder here. That is your airfoil flap right there, or whatever it's called. And then as you cut the body out and flip it up, this will fill in that place there, so it'll look like one solid piece with one solid tail rudder to it. Now let's look at our next piece, and here we have our wings molded in gray. Now of course these would be painted in bright silver. But as you can see, it's got really tiny jet engine detail there. Make sure when you're fixing up these from the parts tree that you have them secure in your tweezers or little clamps, whatever you're going to use to hold them. And of course those will go into there. And then we have our tail rudders. And there's that piece for the ballast, as well as our wing, top, our bottom and top. Now notice there's no sink marks or any mold release marks on that wing. It's quite beautiful actually. This plane should go together quite easy for the new model builder. And of course, well, if you wanted to paint it, you could. But you could also build it straight up plastic, because that gray is kind of silvery. So now let's take these parts out of the way. And here we have our base, which is in smoke plastic. This is of course a little bit of plastic mixed with some brown to make it look smoky, which was quite cool back in 1980. And there's the front of our stand. There are of course those sink marks there right on the clear. Not sure how you're going to get them out. Maybe a polishing kit. Do any of you guys know how to get rid of those buttons on there to make it look like one solid clear perfect piece? If so, let us know in the comments below. And this little tube here is the part that goes under the wings that will fit in there. So remember, don't put any glue inside here. Just leave it free on the stand. And now let's look at our final piece. And here is our final piece, which ends up being the front window canopy. Let the cameras focus in on this. There we go. And as you can tell, it has just as many windows as the bigger Revell kit does. But on this, you're really going to have to use a fine brush to break up the windows by painting the window frames black. So good luck to you guys. And there you go. Hey everybody, it's Trevor at Monster Hobbies. I hope you're enjoying this great review of the Aloha Jet. And if you would like to get some great tiki mugs without actually having to go to Hawaii, check them out at www.monster-hobbies.ca. And And that brings us to a conclusion of our examination of the Hasegawa Boeing 737 Loveliner 200 series. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Monster Hobbies What's in the Box, where we got to take a look at this cool little airplane by Hasegawa. And if you really love our channel, remember to do the 3 things: like, subscribe, and share with all your friends and family. And don't forget to dingle the little notification bell so that you will always be able to see our great videos when they come out. And again, don't forget to visit us on Patreon and make this Hawaiian dream of mine come true by becoming a Patreon member. And in return, I will make you so many videos it'll make your head spin. There's already a whole ton over at Patreon if you want to check them out. They're slot car racing videos. Very cool, very fun. So, friends, until next time, I hope to find you in the skies, following your dream and going somewhere cool. Have a good one.